Now, you know things are bad when Trump calls you Newsom and your entire party starts melting down like a toddler denied a cookie. Trump recently announced his new border crackdown and is exposing Democrats in ways they never expected, from Newsom throwing tantrums to Jamie Raskin losing it over being called out. This is what happens when the truth start landing punches, y'all. Let's break it down clip by clip.
I learned about it when I saw some tweet about Governor Newsom, a nickname, by the way, that's hardly original. There was an 8th grader on Baltimore Street in Corte Madera that used to call me that.
He's mad because Trump called him Newsom. Bro, Trump nicknames everybody. He got a nickname for everybody and everything. That's the least of your worries, man, when your entire state is flooding with illegals and collapsing from your policies, might I add. Worry less about the nickname and a little more about the consequences of being soft on the border, man. Because right now, this seems a little fake. What else is starting to seem fake? We've been covering this for the last few days about Padilla's arrest footage. Shed red light at it. It was all staged. A senator without decorum would have sat down and waited for the appropriate time to ask a question. The scripted gaslighting ensued right after. Look how they treated Padilla. That's the way they treat the peaceful protesters. Dems are this desperate. So Alex Padilla posted yesterday in response to, today, or actually earlier today. What happened yesterday was part of a much bigger effort to try and silence anyone who dares to question what the Trump administration is doing. But we will not be intimidated and will not be deterred. These guys are doing their best to fearmonger. So now they saying that Padilla arrest was staged. This is the new playbook, though. I'm not surprised. That's the new playbook. Get arrested for clout. I mean, come on. If this was a Republican senator, CNN would be running this 24/7 coverage. Y'all know that. And they'll be saying how this is a threat, how this is about threats to democracy. But when it's a Democrat, suddenly it's a theater, all theater and excuses. Think a plan? Y'all think a plan? Listen to this.
And anyone that knows Alex Padilla knows one thing about Alex Padilla. He's one of the most mild-mannered, decent people you'll meet.
I know Alex Padilla to be among the most mild-mannered of colleagues.
And Jamie is right. He is very mild-mannered. He's not the type of person who would necessarily do this.
People who may not be familiar with Senator Padilla, he is one of the most mild-mannered, nerdy, soft-spoken.
Who thinks of him as anything other than a reasoned, reasonable, mild-mannered senator.
I'm telling you, this is how they run their interference. He shoved the cop and refused multiple orders, but sure, let's call him mild-mannered. That works. Somebody run under here. We just need one of these planning sessions to be whistle-blown on. I love to see who gets to determine the talking points for the week. I know that's right. Somebody else wrote he didn't look too mild-mannered when he had to be held back from charging that gnome. I'm sorry. The media doesn't inform you anymore. They babysit narratives. I try to check this out. Democrats are outraged over a Democrat being manhandled. Just a small snapshot of Americans killed by illegal aliens. Did Alex Padilla cry over them? Put this on the big screen. These are Americans killed by illegal aliens. Put this on the big screen. Because this is the part that they won't show you. Actual Americans, actual families who've lost loved ones because of this border crisis. Where's the media crying about this wall again? Where's the Democrat outrage for these victims? You won't see it because it doesn't serve their story. Thoughts and prayers goes out to this family. Now, you see this and you wonder, why would CNN, someone on CNN, say immigration enforcement equals domestic terrorism, essentially?
A lot of polls that are all over the place. I would argue that this is not an immigration policy that we're seeing unfold. This is domestic terrorism. Yes, actually last term there was a bipartisan piece of immigration reform legislation that Donald Trump asked Republicans to kill because he didn't want Biden to sign it. We know that Americans support immigration reform. We know that Democrats support immigration reform, but they do not support ICE raids like this happening
Can I just
in communities.
Follow up with
Sure.
you? You said this is domestic terrorism. Can you just tell me what exactly you mean? Are you saying the ICE raids are domestic terrorism?
So what I'm saying is when you have grandmothers taking young children to church or to the grocery store or to a little Korean market like the one that was in my district that was raided, and all of a sudden you see masked individuals with no identification, producing no judicial warrants that have names on it, asking no questions, snatching people, putting them in a van, carting them off, detaining them, not informing their parents or family members, not even allowing Congress members to go in and check and make sure that everything is okay, and then deporting them, you have a real problem. We have 9-year-old children being that, yes, I would argue that you are terrorizing communities. Los Angeles does not feel safe. You have ICE agents walking down the street, actually knocking on doors and pulling people out of their homes. They are not identifying themselves. They are not, following the law. They are not providing identification. They are not providing warrants. That is a problem because that is not due process.
All right. Congresswoman Sydney Kamlager-Dove, very grateful for your time today. Thank you very much for being here. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you for having me.
As this post suggests, even the host is like, huh? What? Yeah, she really said that. You heard it. So deporting someone who broke the law is now the same as terrorism, according to Democrats. Again, even the host, she did look like, you sure about that? This is how unserious they are. This is what happens when politics becomes about performance arts. Now, I want y'all to see this confrontation that's been going viral. I want to talk about performance. I want y'all to look at Raskin here, Jamie Raskin. Nick Sorter, that is, confronted Democrat Rep. Jamie Raskin over his support for illegals, and he absolutely melted down, y'all. Check this out.
Get out of my face, you little fascist! Get out of my face!
Hey, Congressman, quick question for you. So you originally...
Who are you?
Hi, my name is Nick.
Nick,
nice
from
to
where?
meet you. I'm from X. I'm from X. So I have to ask you,
Wait,
you said Kilmar Abrego Garcia. You voiced a lot of support for him originally. Now he's been charged with facilitating the transport of illegals. Are you still going to double down on that?
So he gets due process now? Do you believe in due process?
I don't think he... Wait, was he supposed to be here to begin with? Was he illegal? Was he illegal? How did Kilmar Abrego Garcia
Trump's judge allowed him to be here. Did you know that?
How did he get here originally? Did he come here legally?
Your girlfriend.
Did he come here legally?
Get back to your job, man.
Okay, so you can't answer the question.
Yeah, no.
Well, you seem a little angry about it. Is that why? Is it because you were made out to be a fool out
flustered
over it? I mean, you were supporting a man whose wife accused him of beating her.
He's starting to lose his basic bodily functions.
Allowed him to be in the country. Did you know that?
He's not.
Trump's judge allowed him to be in the country.
He was allowed in the country, and then what? And then what happened? And then what happened? Then he was deported back to his home country. You keep calling him the Maryland father, who apparently beats his wife, which she said on the record that he beats her.
Go back to your QAnon meeting.
Is it okay with you? Is it okay with you to see illegals smuggling other illegals through the country? Is that what the people of Maryland want?
Go back to QAnon.
The people of Maryland, you think they want illegal gangbangers?
Go back to the people of Mars, man. Go back to wherever you think you're from, all right?
Okay, so human smuggling, yes or no? Human smuggling, yes or no?
Get out of my face, you little fascist. Get out of my face.
Little fascist.
I'm not, yes, you are.
All right, well, okay, let's go to Padilla then. Okay, what about Padilla? Are you saying what he did earlier was okay, going in and interrupting a press conference? Was he a fascist too, huh? Come on, man. I understand why you're so angry about this, because you look like a freaking fool now. You look ridiculous.
Get the hell out of my face.
I'm not in your face, bro. You got your little minions pushing me back, so come on.
There's something wrong with you,
I mean, these aren't very difficult
QAnon
questions.
is calling you. Get back
Do you
to QAnon.
condemn the transport of illegals throughout the country? Do you condemn that? Do you think that people
Get
should be
back
smuggling
to
other
QAnon.
illegals
Get back,
through
you
the
little
country?
fascist, to your
Okay, so you
QAnon
have no
chapter.
answer. That seems like a pretty.
Get back.
This
No,
is
I
a
believe in the
90-10
Constitution of the
issue,
United States.
Congressman.
Do you believe in due process or no?
Do you get
Do
due
you
process?
believe in due
Wait,
process
so
or not? No, answer me one question.
Okay, what was the process that he used to get into the United States? Was it illegal? Did he come into the country legally?
One yes or no question. Do you believe in due process or not? Yes
Absolutely.
Or no?
Do you?
All right, good.
Now, do you believe that? All right, so you're not going to answer my questions.
I already
answered
answered
yours.
50 of your stupid
You didn't answer a
questions.
single one. Are you taking back your support for Kilmar Abrego Garcia?
Trump's judge kept him in the country.
Okay, so
And
you're
not gonna
okay. So
cover-
you're not. I'm going to
prove
post the whole
that.
thing
No,
unedited.
you're
Watch.
not.
Watch. You'll see. Trust me. You'll see. Okay, so I'll give you one more chance. Do you take back your support for an illegal alien who was in the country?
Supported an illegal alien. What are you talking about? What's the
calling
quote?
him
What's your
the
quote?
Maryland
What's
man,
the
calling him
quote?
a
What's the
constituent.
quote?
Are you serious?
He's not my constituent.
Of course
What are you
he's not,
talking
because
about?
he's illegal.
You're a moron, okay? As well as a fascist. Go back
I'm a
to your
fascist.
QAnon
See,
meeting.
these
You're a
talking
moron
points
and a
working. Look,
fascist.
there's a
That's
reason
quite
the
a
Democrat
combination.
parties. There's a reason that your approval rating is in the single digits
Your
at this
approval
point.
rating is negative 3 points.
Oh,
Go
you
get a
got me,
job,
bro.
okay?
You got me.
Go
You
get a
got
job.
me.
Yeah, I did get
You got
you.
me.
I
Okay.
did get you, yeah.
Okay. So,
Goodbye. Go have
are
a
you
great
okay? Are
weekend.
you okay with the deportation? Do you think Marylanders want illegals coming into their state? Violent criminal gangbangers?
You're seriously a moron. You know that,
Okay.
right?
You can't. That's a pretty
seriously a
easy
moron.
question. That's a layup
No,
question, Congressman.
Donald Trump's judge kept him in our state. Go look it up,
Is he
brother.
the only
Go
illegal
look
in
it up.
Maryland? Is he the only criminal illegal in Maryland? Okay, so you're saying.
Well, I don't know. Is Elon Musk?
So-
No,
so-
yeah, Elon
so
Musk
you're
said
saying
Donald Trump
that
should be
everybody else-
Wait, do you think Elon Musk should have been deported?
So all
Because
the
he was an illegal alien.
no, he wasn't.
Wait, yes, he was.
So all these
he wasn't?
all these other
Tell me why he
illegals in
wasn't.
Maryland. All these other
you
criminal
don't agree
illegals
with
in Maryland.
Steve
Are you
Bannon?
okay? Okay, let's
You
make
don't
it
agree
easy.
with Steve
Let's do an
Bannon now.
easy one.
You wanna
Do
answer
you
that
support deporting criminal illegals at least?
What are you talking about?
Are you going to stick the police after me because I'm asking you a question? You've got to be kidding me. Don't try that.
There's something really wrong with you, man. You're sick in that.
No, just asking you. Just doing the American people want to know. Do you support
Oh, you speak for the American people. Have you ever been elected to public office? What office were you elected to?
Do
You're speaking for the
you
American people.
support?
What office
do
were you elected to?
I'm not the one here to
You
answer
said
the
you
questions.
speak for the American people.
I do. I speak to over 1 million people.
Oh wow!
All right, so
What a
yeah,
big
bro.
man.
Okay,
What a big man.
so do you support removing criminal illegals from the country? Let's say that. It's an
Like
easy
Elon
one.
Musk,
Right.
yes, I do. Do you support
Okay, all
removing
right.
Elon
So,
Musk from
so,
the country?
so the
making
answer
it
is
illegal?
a no,
What's
right?
yours? No.
Now this right here was gold. Raskin, obviously, he didn't know what to say when somebody actually challenged him. I'm not too familiar on a lot of his interactions. He's been on the channel very few times. But the interactions I do see him in, cut close. So he supports allowing illegals to stay, but can't defend it when the mic is in his face. You got congressman. If you can't explain your position, maybe you shouldn't hold it. But Benny Johnson actually got a hold to Nick Sorter after this, and here's his response to the whole altercation.
You triggered Jamie Raskin yesterday. We can have the footage. We'll just play it beside. Can you talk me through this exchange? He started like losing his mind on you. Get out of my face, you fascist.
I walked up to him, Benny. I was like, I walked right past him. You know, I wasn't really in the mood, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ask this guy a question because you know he's the guy that was calling Kilmar Abrego Garcia an illegal, his constituent and stuff. So I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go up to him and I'm going to ask him. I just very nicely, do you stand by your comments that you made before? Do you still support Kilmar Abrego Garcia? Ballistic, berserk, started calling me names. You're a fascist, you're QAnon, I mean, he was just, you could see the blood coming out of his eyes almost. I mean, it was crazy. And it was fantastic. This went on for over 5 minutes, Benny, or almost 5 minutes anyway, because he got caught by traffic and he didn't want me to videotape him jaywalking illegally. So he got trapped at the light. So he had to stand there and take it from me for a while. And he kept having his little minions block me and try to push me out of the way. And I don't really take too kindly to that. I still keep going. And closer to the end of the video, you'll see him go up to a Capitol Police officer and like nod at him to get him to do something to me. And the Capitol Police officer shook his head no. So, but this is the same guy, Benny, that had just come out of the Capitol from going and doing his little grandstanding thing where he goes up and acts all tough and marches to Thune's office, defending Padilla from crashing a press conference of a cabinet secretary, rushing the podium, and he's not even allowed to be asked questions on the street. So this guy is not just a liar, but he's also a hypocrite.
They're such cowards. They never get this. This is by the way, this is like the life of every Republican on Capitol Hill, like constantly being hounded by taxpayer-funded journalists. By the way, like I don't know if the American taxpayer pays you, Nick. I doubt it.
No.
But you're talking like the taxpayers fund.
I pay them.
That's right. The taxpayers fund for people from NPR, all these nonprofit groups. Like we pay for the harassment of Republicans on Capitol Hill. It's so nice to see. So nice to see it flipped around.
They're not used to it, Benny. They're not used to it at all. They don't know how to take it. He's sitting there. He was, making fun of me, thinking that that nobody was going to see the video. He was like, "Oh, you're such a big boy. You're such a big guy." It's like, okay, yeah, the clip's now been on your show. It's gotten over 1 million views on X on my post alone. That doesn't count anybody else's. And Jesse Waters aired it. This guy is eating his words today, and the world has seen how much of a clown he is.
1.2 million views, 50,000 likes, 17,000 reposts, and 7,000 comments. Yeah, this is safe to say this is one of the most viral clips published this week in politics, and that's saying a lot in a Trump era. So congratulations, Nick.
Thank you.
Definitely. That interaction was nothing but classic. It's going to go down in the history of congressmen meltdowns. But exactly, man, he went nuclear. That mask slipped. Because when you corner these politicians with real questions, with actual questions, they don't respond with facts. They lash out with emotions and stay up in their feelings about it, But this is the pattern now. Play victim, blame Trump, avoid accountability, and then call everything you don't like terrorism. Meanwhile, real Americans are losing loved ones. States like California are crumbling. And anyone who dares speak up against it gets labeled dangerous. But here's the truth. If your ideas can't survive questions, always make sure you remember this. If your ideas can't survive questions, they were never strong enough to begin with. So tell me, do you support Trump's border plan, or do you think this is just more political theater? Drop it in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. As always, be safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. Also, my birthday coming up. Yeah. June 18th, y'all. I think Trump's birthday is tomorrow, right? Pray for your boy. Let me get up out of here. I'll say it one last time, though. Go check on somebody. You could be saving their life. Peace.